return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Levis now on second down. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Jets defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Levis. Sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Levis. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here we go, 4th down, Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On the give, here's Charbonnet. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, here's Charbonnet. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Play action now, Levis. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Levis. And this is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. It's Roger McCreary with the pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wolf on now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
21G.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they're going to have this across mid. Inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 51 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Zach Charbonnet with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Levis back to throw. That is incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
4th down, Levis. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Zach Charbonnet with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jets, nothing.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Turbo one hard. Let's go. Out.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Now run by Charbonnet. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it here with Charbonnet. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. There's Charbonnet once again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Levis to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Levis from the gun. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. Well, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It'll be a gain of 5, and now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake, Levis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. Fielded just inside the 30. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. All again on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running left, it's Hall. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Levis. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 1st and 10, it's Levis. Dancing to his left. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jack touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Escapes the defender. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taken at the goal line. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
On first down, right back to Hall. There he goes, left side. Breece Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 74 yards. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Titans offense set to begin the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays at your camp.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And a 3rd down and 6 to go. Levis sets up to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. A run now with Charbonnet. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. On the carry, Charbonnet. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Levis now off of play action. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Third and short, it's Levis. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. Levis looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Channing Timber. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee. And this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort with the mistakes that happen. Can they put that aside, kind of start over and put together a nice drive.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Here's Charbonnet. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Now Levis. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Hardman on the return. He gets away from one. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball again on second down. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on, two.
Tua now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. That is caught. They'll have the first down and more than that. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nicole Hardman, 72 yards. And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Great corner out there, not only able to efficient, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back. There he goes, right side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Levis. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Gets around him. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 78 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. How about this? They'll change it at the line. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Levis to throw off play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Now Hall to start the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try the middle with Anderson. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards, and it'll be Titan football. This is 1st and 10. Levis rolling to his right. That one's taken in by Spears. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Levis to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Here's 1st and 10. Levis, he'll look to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Levis. Flush to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's 1st down. Back to throw, it's Levis. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Here's Levis. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's the Jets punter now. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing now, here's Levis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Giants,